What's your least favorite MCU film? This one's often lauded as the worst of Phase 1, but did you know The Dark Knight Rises borrowed its plot?
It's day 97 of 365, today's movie, Iron Man 2.
Directed by Jon Favreau and starring Robert Downey Jr., Don Cheadle, and Mickey Rourke, this second MCU film really packed it in. The path to Endgame from here starts to look kind of obvious. This one introduces mainstays of the MCU like Black Widow and War Machine, and has cameos from fictional characters like a young Peter Parker, an alternate universe Invisible Woman, and Elon Musk. I'm so glad that guy's not real. Now, tell me if you've heard this plot before. A villain teams up with another villain that has a grudge against the protagonist, while a physical ailment takes the hero out of the story so that he can recover by diving into his past. Until in the third act, he takes on a sidekick to help defend the city. A tech billionaire relinquishes his CEO status to someone else. And if this is sounding like The Dark Knight Rises, which came out 2 years after this movie, no, I assure you, that's the plot to Iron Man 2. Whether you like this one or not, there is a lot of good stuff to talk about here, so let's get into my 3 favorite things about Iron Man 2. The first thing that I love about this movie is that it's technically the beginning of the MCU. Now, I know that Iron Man 1 is officially the beginning, but this is the first one that's bringing all of the comic bookiness into this series and showing us this isn't a one-off, this isn't just one movie. They're actually trying to do something here. All the way to the cameo of Thor's hammer at the end, Black Widow and War Machine showing up. We have Whiplash and Justin Hammer alongside Iron Man. When you start to spin out into all the other stuff that's introduced and set up here, this starts to feel like a really big movie. The feeling of the MCU really starts here. I appreciate that. Now, I know this isn't as good as the first Iron Man, but it's really damn close. The second thing that I like about Iron Man 2 is the aura farmer-in-chief Ivan Vanko. Now, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Iron Man's intro in this movie is fucking phenomenal. A free-falling skydive through fireworks into his own event for the evening. That shit goes fucking hard. But you know what else goes hard? The fact that Vanko walks away from 3 different explosions, just cool guy style, as well as calling up his opponent while there are dead men hanging behind him. Honestly, everything that this guy does is kind of the coolest. He's almost so effortlessly cool, it's shocking to me that he doesn't have more screen time alongside Robert Downey Jr. The cool off that could have happened here would have been so epic. I feel like there's a missed opportunity within that. But even with what we got, the stuff that we get with him, the stuff that we get between him and Justin Hammer, him asking for his bird and then demanding his bird, my bird, that shit goes so hard. I forgot how much this guy was just aura farming across the entire fucking movie. I can't get enough. My recent rewatch I was just agog. I love Mickey Rourke in this movie. He's having so much fun that it's hard to not have fun whenever he's on screen. All the way up to his end. His demise was, you could almost consider pre-planned. Like, he kind of knew if there was a chance he wasn't gonna win, he was still gonna take out a bunch of shit with bombs. Explosion guy, the cool guy, who wears sunglasses while he works on computers. I'm sorry, you just can't top him. I think we haven't had a better villain, at least in the Iron Man series, if not maybe across the Avengers movies. When we go to Obadiah Stane, or I can't even remember the name of the villain from the third one, Adrian something maybe, those guys are like, they're all right, but no one holds a candle to Ivan Vanko when it comes to Iron Man villains in the MCU. He's untouched. Speaking of explosions, the third thing that I love so much about Iron Man 2 is that this finale is objectively better than the first finale. Now, I don't have any grudge against Iron Man, but if I had any points against it, it would be that its finale is kind of boring. It's a little lackluster. It's a perfect place for the MCU to start. It doesn't have to be too big. But if you ask me, Iron Man with War Machine versus a bunch of drones and Whiplash, it's just topping the first movie, but there's more at stake. There's more character interaction and character building happening here. That's the stuff I appreciate. For me, when you're gonna have a finale in a robotics versus suits of armor movie, I want lots of explosions, I want lots of bullets, I want it to kind of feel like a Dark Souls boss, and that's what I get here. Now, again, all respect on Obadiah Stane and the suit that he built with his team, but when you put it up against a guy that's actually putting his genius against Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, you're just getting something cooler there. And all of it comes out that much better with the awesome digital effects. Now, this is something that they were doing practical and digital in the first movie. Here they're going almost all digital, and somehow this ends up looking better than some of the shots in Endgame and Infinity War. If you ask me, there's shots of the Hulkbuster with Mark Ruffalo inside of it that kind of suck compared to Don Cheadle in The War Machine. I really appreciate a finale that can top the previous movie. And Iron Man 3 goes a little too over the top at this point. There's cool moments in it, don't get me wrong. And it's a Shane Black movie, so I'm gonna enjoy it just a little bit more overall. But again, we don't have as good of a villain. We don't have the aura farmer here. So if I had to take my pick of the trilogy, it ends up being Iron Man 2 with the finale that I like the most. But what do you think? Are you a hater on Iron Man 2? Do you put this at the bottom of your MCU list like so many other people, or are you like me, kind of an apologist for it? We're gonna keep the Disney action train rolling. We're going from MCU into Walt Disney Bruckheimer Productions, talking about The Prince of Persia next, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.